people look at a party. But what's so weird is that like the pictures look so candid. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they look like very natural moments that could have had like and if you notice like if you count the teeth of the people of the they have so many teeth, like so much teeth, you know what I'm saying? And they're so like they almost look like the same exact person, copy and pasted with different hair and like it's getting weird. Like AI is getting kind of scary now.
Yeah, it is.
It's getting a little like scary movie, like a little, you know, like it makes me feel like all the movies we used to watch, they're just like warnings now, like because it's getting kind of creepy, like it's getting kind of eerie. I don't know how to explain it. Like
Yeah, I
there's
know. But
go
then
ahead.
again, it's. I mean, where do they compose it from? Like, do they just generate it from nothing, or they
No,
just?
generates it from data, from accumulated data from social media, from like the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like just in general, right? So like I think somebody prompted the question was people at a party or something like that, and then it and that's what it popped up with. But but I'm one like I'm thinking about last time when we were talking about the story, it was we were saying how like um the original figures they want to stop like this overtake of digital like this digital doom that's upon them based on the machines kind of just taking over and it makes me wonder like I don't know bro I saw those pictures yesterday and it was just I don't know it creeped me out it just creeped me out and it was like damn like is there now a social responsibility on like social media companies or just advertising companies. Because now imagine, like, think about it. If you could do this with pictures, imagine if you start like creating AI that can make movies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like now, like if you start replacing actors, and now if you like, what if people like the actors in those movies? You know what I'm saying? What if like we watch those AI generated movies and we like the actors in those movies and like um
And
and
they're
it
just basically made up people. Like,
and then there's made up people and then also like advertisement too like now you don't have to like it's just all the possibilities where like because like if you go to the stores here in America, dude, like you will find I think the only stores where you can talk to a person are like not big stores. So like if you go to like a Dollar Tree or something, you'll still deal with like a cashier. But if you go to like a Publix, they'll have like a self checkout area.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's getting weird. It's getting weird, bro. It's getting a little weird over here in
Yeah, well,
America.
like when I was over there, my brother always used to self checkout. Very few places that were actually were were attended by a cashier. And for example, when I went with Jeremy to like Walmart or to all those places, when I went with him, we did self checkout. When I didn't, that's when I went on myself because obviously I had cash. People looked at me weird the first time I you know, I got to United States to the US, and the first thing I do is like I want to buy a coffee or something, and then I pop out a dollar bill, and they're like, "Damn, what is
Yeah, dude,
this?"
it's getting to the point where it's like it's not normal to do what we're used to doing. And and
I feel that eventually, like dollar bills are just gonna disappear, like they're just not gonna make new ones anymore. I think it's
so
gonna.
I guess my question is I bring that up because the question is like is that something that you because I remember when I broke down the whole story to you from my perspective, you were like, "Yo, I didn't even think that far ahead." But yeah, that you're kind of spot on. Is that something that you were consciously thinking about, or was it something that just kind of came up that way through you creating the characters and you creating the world?
Bro, a lot of it is like when we talked about on the other podcast that nobody ever is ever gonna see. That a lot of the stuff that like when we are talking about you and me, we're discussing the story. When you were fully on board and you went to all, you started reading through it and stuff like that and coming up with your ideas, then I started realizing that a lot of the stuff was subconscious, like unconscious to the personal level and connections that you made yourself that I was like, huh, I didn't think about it, but that connection makes sense, you know?
Oh, so basically, you're
A
saying
lot
that
of
I wrote it. You're saying that I wrote it for you? No, I'm kidding.
I guess. I mean, you think about it, when you write a story, a lot is like the AI. They just grab a little bit from pieces from everything, like from everywhere, from the data. So when
Yeah,
you write a story, you're grabbing pieces from all aspects of your life. So in the end, everybody that you know in your life has written your story. You know,
that's true.
everybody that's everybody that you've seen, not even people that you know, just like you heard a story. So you heard the story of the motorcycle guy, right?
Yeah,
And everything that has to do with my party. And then tomorrow or tonight, you're gonna write a story, and then a little bit of that you're gonna incorporate into your story, like a little bit of that situation. You
yeah.
don't know this guy, but he wrote your story.
I don't think you were ever thinking that it would relate so much to like us in our life. I didn't think that.
No.
I don't think that you started out like. I think if anything, you started trying to get away as far away as possible from that. But yet,
Yeah.
for for
It
some
goes
reason,
back. It goes back. I don't know if we talked about this in the podcast. Now that you mention it, my wife, she has read a lot of stuff uh, that we worked on and stuff like that. She saw the manga. She saw the first episodes. She saw a bunch of stuff, and then out of nowhere, she said to me, "All right, uh, X character." It's like, hey, this is your mom." I was like, "No, yeah, that's your mom." And
wait, what character?
I'm not we're not gonna say names, so we beep it
No,
out.
tell me and I'll block it out. I want to know now.
She
Okay, let me see
said,
if I can guess. Hold on, let me see if I can guess. Well, I don't know your mom like that, so I don't. I wouldn't be able to make
"Oh,
a.
okay." So she said she told me who was my mom, and she told me who was my brother, and she told me who was my dad. Like this.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
She said that,
yeah. She said that.
dude. Now I want to know the character now, dude.
Okay, so you wanna guess it? Who's my?
Okay. Let me see. I think. Uh, I would assume that. Oh man. I don't know. I don't know because I don't really know. I would assume that they. Okay, let me just throw out.
Well, she did say who I was. Can you
Huh.
guess that?
Okay, let me see. Let me see. Um,